My birthday is tomorrow, and I turn 20 years old. I know that's still young, crazy, right? But as I turn 20, I've come to a realization that I thought I should share. That I've not been doing more as I've become 20. I've actually been doing less and getting a lot more done when I've done less. My whole life, especially after I initially lost a lot of weight, I always thought I need to hit this perfect goal of 175. And I'm gonna be honest, I've been more able to get closer and closer to that goal doing less than when I was trying to do all these things at once. Basketball, I have like a two workout thing, basketball afterwards, all these things in a one day. Or in any business endeavors I may have had. I was thinking of 15 business ideas and I would just be planning ideas endlessly, and it just would never work. And I would just sit there like, why isn't it working? I get mad, I get frustrated, and I just like, this needs to work. And I was so obsessed with the outcome that the journey just didn't wasn't fun, and the journey just felt like hell. And I paid the price for that because I was gaining weight, or staying, or even worse, fluctuating, staying at the same weight, staying stagnant, not fluctuation, but stagnation. And it made me realize something in the time of me like doing less and getting more out of it. It was like productivity is just another form of avoidance. Productivity is a vice. You know what I'm saying? We all have our vices, which are negative things, like gooning, or you know what I'm saying, working out can become a vice. But my point is, you can do like a million things and you can still not move your life forward. You know what I'm saying? You could be on your social media doom scrolling, so you could plan out this insane, very productive day of 20 things you need to get done tomorrow, and you do all of them and you barely progress compared to when you have an objective like 5 things of what can get me for sure to make progress today. And if you do that for the rest of your life, you'll be good. You know what I'm saying? People organize their notes. They do all this organization or all these minor, small little things that they call, oh, I'm actually being productive. I'm actually getting stuff done. When it's like you're not getting nothing done. You're avoiding something. You know what I'm saying? You have a business and you're just avoiding it. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to plan the perfect way to talk to this girl, and bro, you just gotta do it. You feel what I'm saying? You just have to do it. You need to remove all these excess goals and things that you're trying to get done in one day. You know what I'm saying? It's not progressing you. We need to get back to a point where it's like, what can I do to get myself through the day in progress, regardless of how many things is on the list? You know what I'm saying? And it's okay if you don't get something done, for one thing done. It's not gonna break you if you don't get something done for one day. You know what I'm saying? People and fall in these traps of productivity, like when people plan all day. And I used to do this, plan all day, watch self-improvement videos. When I first started out on my journey to becoming a better person and losing weight and everything like that, I would consume so many self-improvement videos. I had 15 ChatGPT tabs of like, we're gonna do this business, we're gonna make $10 million a month, all this. And we had this insane elaborate plan that was sure to work, and we never attempted it once, or we attempted it once and got discouraged and stopped. And it got depressing. And it was just like, yo, the thing is, you have to be willing to enjoy doing smaller things, but the things that you do are the things that get you closer to your goal, whether it may be something that you may not necessarily want to do. There's people like, you can hear it outside, but anyways, like, none of it changes or pushes you towards your purpose or goal. None of these niche little small productivity things. It's just more activity and more time being wasted. And bro, you could die. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And you're just wasting your time with these minuscule things that don't progress you forward to what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Progress for me is different. As I turn, what I'm saying, once again, I turn 20 tomorrow, and I'm blessed. I'm really happy. Um, Progress is always going to ask the same question: does the things I'm doing allow me to progress toward the man or woman I'm becoming today, or whatever you are, right? Does it allow you to become the person you're trying to become? You know You know what I'm saying? If the answer is no, if the task that you have on there is not progressing you that specific day or at all to getting exactly to where you want to be, then you don't need it in the system at all. It doesn't need to be there. You know, like today wasn't a glamorous day. You know, I worked out. I did my boxing bag work, bro. I was exhausted, bro. I was exhausted. I was burnt out. I did a whole body circuit today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like train like an athlete, bro. Like I'm talking about, I'm going legs, chest, pull-ups, dips, the whole shebang, abs, boxing, everything. And I felt tired, but I loved it. It was so nice. It was exhilarating. I loved it. It was so fun, you know, but I was exhausted. And then even after that, I applied to jobs for like an hour, which really, bro, I'm really going to stop applying to jobs, gang, because the job market's cooked and there's so many more opportunities for better things when you just do your own thing. So, like, that's what we're doing every day. But I'm not going to be one of them niggas where I'm like, oh, I'm not working and I'm not gonna apply to the 9 to 5 or escape them. I'm not trying to be in the matrix, and they're not doing anything all day but smoking. I know some people like that, unfortunately. And one of the biggest traps of like the whole job market, sorry, I'm going on a little side tangent, it's LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the fakest things I've ever seen in my life. There are people I saw because I put my old school in there and I saw like them, and it's like, yo, I know y'all are not this friendly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are not like this. Y'all party, y'all go, and nothing's wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, it's fake. You know what I'm saying? You're not being your true self. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to portray this image so you look good for the people that you're trying to be hired by, which is like, why am I trying to look good for people to be hired by them to work for them? Like, what? I don't want to work for nobody. What the hell? That's so boring. That's so draining, man. Like such a soul draining thing. Working for somebody, like you're making them money. At my job I currently work at, when I do like work, do you know how many times I've made these people over like $100 in tips, and I take none of that home, or I may take a little cut, and it's being split up among everybody? What? Or the job I worked before that, same thing. I'm making y'all the tips. I deserve the money that I made from being a good person. You know what I'm saying? I don't let it bother me now, but at the time that's how I thought, which is kind of how you should feel. You know what I'm saying? You are making these people this money, and you have to split it up with people who aren't as competent and don't care at all. You know what I'm saying? Or not even don't care. They don't do nothing. They don't do anything. They barely move the barrel in anything work related. Like, they are getting carried by us, by everybody else. And I have to split my tips with you? Like, what? But that's just the ego talking. But back to what I'm saying, right? I had to go. I did the full body circuit, and bro, it was tiring. But it wasn't supposed to be fun. You know what I'm saying? I found fun in it, but it's not supposed to be fun. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It was progress. Like I said, I am the lowest weight I've ever been since I was 13, maybe. And I feel happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing progress. I just removed myself from the outcome. I only allowed myself to do the things that allow me to get closer to my goals every single day. I don't add 15 things to do in one day because what? We weren't designed to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're clearly using productivity as something to avoid something. You know, like working out in the gym. I people talk about they work out for 6 hours a day. 6 hours a day? What are you running from? You know, what are you running from that you need to be working out all day? You can't go home. Is your family life? What's up? Like, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? But back to the workout, it was progress, and that's what's exciting, because I know that it moved the system forward, and I didn't go to eat 15,000 burritos afterward from Taco Bell and everything like that, which reset and undoes all the process and progress you made. Like, we gotta stop doing that, by the way, when you're working out. Like, stop. It's mostly diet and mentality. That's really it. If you can consistently eat healthy and have a positive mentality and remove yourself from the outcome, that's not anything in life, you'll be good. I promise you. But I turned 20 in 2 days. I realized that like I don't want to enter my 20 to 30, the 10 years of between 20 to 30, chasing and doing and being a productivity monster and being a productivity slave. I want to enter it clean, more clear, more disciplined, and doing less and getting more out of it, because that's the way we're supposed to live. I want to live more honest, more aligned with what I'm trying to do, my purpose. I love helping people. That's my purpose. Like, activities are not always progress. I have to reiterate this and emphasize this. Activities is not progress. It's not. If it's just doing things just to do things, it's not progressing you. I want to let you know what progress really does look like, right? Progress is applying to jobs, recording. For me, it's like recording music when I'm tired or out of it, eating properly, doing laundry, planning tomorrow, saving money, even if I feel like spending it, training without posting it, because you don't have to post every single thing you do. I see like people post thirst traps and stuff. It's like, bro, come on, like, what I'm saying? I'm not knocking you down for doing it, do you? You know what I'm saying? But like, you're just doing it for other people's, I'm saying, like, you do it for the validation of other people, and that's not good. I read because I want to increase my knowledge. I don't post that I read, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I go to sleep in a good time frame because I don't like staying up too late. There's just no point. I gain nothing from unless I'm focused on something, I don't gain nothing from being up that late, And I think my biggest like point is like entering 20. As I enter 20, I'm entering in a more clean mindset, mind state, refreshed. It means I'm able to choose a direction. I don't want to enter 20 years old with the same old loops and negative thought loops, all these patterns and habits that I didn't like about myself, the same old reactions, the same old slavery to dopamine, being on social media, just doom scrolling for 3 hours, doom funny video, doom bad woman, attractive woman, attracting girl, you know what I'm saying? Upcoming artists that reminds you that you need to be posting your own music and shit, which y'all need to do if you do that. I'm talking to myself too. Same, like, people, the same old lack of direction that I once had. And now as I'm entering this year, I'm entering it with a clearer mind, cleaner body, cleaner habits, cleaner relationship to God, and just higher power in general, and just learning, trying to be a lot more knowledgeable and learning. I'm stuttering, I'm sorry. And cleaner relationship with the work I do, and not overdoing it and not underdoing it either, and just overall having a cleaner, more loving relationship with myself as a person. I think before I do something, and I want y'all to follow this, before you do something, for me, I always ask what effect will this have if I do it? It may seem cool in the moment. And I'm not saying to live your life completely boring, but I'm saying, like, if you're going to do something, right, let's think about cause and effect. The law of cause and effect is a law that you cannot change with your mind. Anything. You can't change the law of cause and effect. What is the effect? What will happen if I do this? What effect will this create? And the answer is something that you don't want, then don't do it. It's really simple, but people forget that. And they wonder why they're in these predicaments. You know what I'm saying? This just move me toward the version I want to be, or take myself out of that tunnel vision. And if the answer is no, then don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Basically, what I'm saying to end off the video is, like, I'm not trying to do the most anymore. I'm trying to do the right things consistently, as best as I possibly can every single day. It's not perfect. I've had to tune down things, but that's okay. But as I enter 20 clean, I want to enter clean, not perfect, but as clean as I can be. A cleaner mind, clean habits, clean direction, and clean values. And to end this off, if I could leave y'all with a message, it's progress is not doing more. Progress is doing what moves the life forward. That's the most important thing that I think anybody should take from this video is progress. True progress is not you doing 30 things for one day. True progress is doing 5 to 7 things that you know will guarantee you to level up that 1% of that specific day that you're in. That being said, yeah.